Radio is the only passport you'll need. Join us for Travel with Rick Steves, Saturday afternoons at 1 on KSJE.
San Juan Regional Medical Center is your community hospital, committed to making life better for the communities we are privileged to serve. In fact, better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care. What matters most to our patients matters most to us, offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services so you can get the quality care you need right here at home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, celebrating life better here since 1910. Connect with the Pulse during the San Juan Symphony's 37th season, coming up Saturday, October 8th at 7:30 p.m. in Farmington and Sunday, October 9th at 3 p.m. in Durango. The Symphony presents French masterpieces by Maurice Ravel, Claude Debussy, Eric Satie, and many others in a program called Bolero French Impressions. Music director Thomas Heuser will introduce the program in a free pre-concert talk 1 hour before the concert. Find out more at sanjuansymphony.org. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin. Megan Cullop is off this week, but welcome to Solutions from the Street. This is KSJE's program about solutions-based journalism, solutions to problems and issues facing our community. And so we try to do that every other Friday, of course, here on KSJE and deal with a non-governmental solution to problem or situation happening in the county. And so this week, we're talking about our veterans and their service to the country, of course, and how do we help them when they come home, when they come back from their service, and some of the things that are available to them. And there is a new program just starting in San Juan County, and we wanted to talk a little bit about that this morning, and that's why we brought in guests from First Tee Four Corners. Tom Yost is joining me this morning from First Tee. Tom, good morning.
Good morning, Scott.
Welcome to KSJE in the studio this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So great to have you here. Tina Pacheco from First Tee also joining us this morning. Tina, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to see you as well, and everybody in the studio. So it's so fun to have everyone back in the studio. So great to be with you this morning to talk about this really innovative program, which is brand new to the region, correct? This idea to help these veterans who are now home from their service?
It is new to the region. PGA Hope is not a new program. It's been happening for a few years as part of a national PGA initiative to teach golf to veterans and hopefully get them out of the house and help their mental state and build camaraderie and potentially build some relationships that they can foster for the rest of their lives.
Right, through the game of golf.
Golf, it's always golf.
It's always golf with you. I know it is with you, Tom Yost. I know that, but it really kind of follows some of those tenets of the First Tee program, does it not?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously the market's a little bit different because it's we're not dealing with youth and children, but teaching the same kind of life skills and values that golf inherently teaches to the veterans, and hopefully give them some skills and give them the motivation to play for the rest of their lives and be active. So that would be our sort of goal.
Exactly. Very good. And Tina, let me turn to you a little bit about the program. And there's a class now just starting, right? The first class has started. And so you've got a bunch of golfers from really all over. We were talking about before we came on the air this morning, from all over the Four Corners and also all ages, it sounds like to me, and all levels of service, it sounds like to me.
Yeah, we have a great group for our inaugural class. We've got 8 veterans that are joining us with a range of experience coming from Vietnam vets, Iraq vets, people from Shiprock. There's a couple coming from Colorado, from the Durango area. Young vets, older vets. So it was just really a great group. It was, really inspiring to hear the stories and just really kind of solidified the direction we're going with it when they expressed the need for the activity, to be outside, just to be out healing, and it's just going to be a really great thing.
Right. Very good. Well, we have a video from the PGA Hope organization that I wanted to share with our audiences this morning to kind of talk a little bit more about what folks are able to do with this program and why it's been so successful, where it's been implemented in other places as well as here in the Four Corners. Let's take a look at that from PGA Hope this morning on KSJE.
Across the United States, brave men and women have answered the call. They have sacrificed, and they have done their duty honorably. Now, as they return home, it's our duty to look after them. Our mission as Americans must be to ensure their continued support and well-being. We are here for you, as you've always been here for us.
My PTSD when I came home in 2010 was pretty bad. Mine was because I've been in combat so much and all the things that I've done. Now you're coming to civilian life and there's so much disorder, so much chaos. I was angry at everybody. I felt like I was a burden on a lot of people. It just seemed at the time it would be easier to take yourself out of the picture.
After the accident, I was unable to live on my own. My manhood was gone. I was shut down. I was in bed, depressed, and just mad at life. You start fighting a lot of demons. It's really tough to get out of that bed and face the world.
You start to learn how to transition yourself back. But I still had a lot of triggers and I still had a lot of problems, and I didn't have an outlet.
I seek therapy. They told me I needed to get out more and do more and be more involved, be more active.
The one thing that we're missing in civilian life, where do we fit in again?
PGA Hope program, that is the perfect name for this program, helping our patriots everywhere. Golf can be and will be the bridge to helping these guys heal.
They're battling inner demons that we hope that maybe we can help erase it for a time, forever, but maybe just for the couple hours they're on the golf course, that maybe that gives them a little bit of time away from the things that they're battling inside.
I found an escape, just escape it all.
You know, this little thing is the most frustrating thing you have ever met. But when you hit it the right way, it's amazing.
The program that they've signed up for is a 6-week adaptive golf program, healing through golf.
Belonging to something more than you, that's our safety zone. We can just be ourselves. And now we have a team. Getting the word out to young soldiers who are coming home. Here is an awesome outlet. It doesn't matter where you served. If you wore the uniform, they want to help you.
It's just amazing, the fact that these pros give. I can't believe it.
It's a sport that keeps us healthy, that keeps us focused, and that gives us a place to belong. We're not hopeless.
I never played golf before this accident. It was like the best decision I've ever made. I refuse to stay in bed. I want to be out. I want to be active.
It takes a nation to heal our veterans. Now it's our turn to fight for you, to offer every chance for a healthy and successful life. Thank you to our veterans for your service. You make us all so proud.
I'm having so much fun now, and I am really enjoying my life.
The PGA Hope program now here in the Four Corners area, thanks to First Tee Four Corners, and those are my guests this morning on our Solutions from the Street program. Tom Yost and Tina Pacheco from First Tee Four Corners are here, and what an inspiring video that we saw. And we were talking about how the people in that video could certainly be folks here in the Four Corners, veterans who are here, and this is what this program is designed to do, is to bring vets together, all ages, all campaigns, all abilities, and get them back on the golf course for all these things that golf can do, Tom Yost. And you were telling me before, this really does mirror some of the First Tee tenets of getting back on the golf course and learning some of these things and just being with other folks that have gone through some things that they've gone through.
Absolutely. And, you know, we've started small with this first program, but our hopes is, you know, to grow and have programs every spring, summer, and fall. As, you know, vets graduate the 6-week program, you know, then we're going to develop programs outside of, you know, the PGA Hope program, hopefully some leagues, hopefully some tournaments, just to keep everybody engaged. You know, we don't want this to be a 6-week program where they come in and then they're done and they graduate and there's nothing for them to do.
Right.
We want to give them opportunities for the rest of their lives to be active and to be playing golf and to be a part of this program, because, you know, 6 weeks is great, but if it's just 6 weeks, what have we really accomplished, right? So
right.
That's the goal.
Sure, which is great. And to be clear, this is a free program, right, for vets to sign up for and to be a part of. They can certainly sign up, and it doesn't cost them anything.
It's free. We provide equipment. We provide all the driving range space and the golf course space through the PGA of America, through their foundation, which is PGA Reach. This is one wing of PGA Reach, so they've raised copious amounts of money to help pay for all of these programs that are happening all over the country, some bigger, some smaller, but everyone with the same intention to help our veterans.
Right. And Tina Pacheco, how big of a deal is it that this program is here in the Four Corners in San Juan County out of the First Tee Four Corners program?
Well, it's a great opportunity because the Sun Country section of the PGA, which is New Mexico and West Texas, really work to bring it here to the West. We have a lot of veterans in our area, which really qualified us to be able to offer it. So it's been good to just see how we can partner, grateful for San Juan Country Club and the city of Farmington opened up the golf courses and those pros as well. David Crafton, Luke Tanner. We've got pros come down from Durango and Cortez, and the PGA came to Farmington and trained them all on how to work with multiple kinds of disabilities on the golf course. We have a lot of resources here for people in wheelchairs, people with possible limb issues, sight issues, hearing issues. So these guys are trained and ready to go for
Wonderful.
Whatever comes.
Great. And that's important, I think, that all these pros are part of this training and kind of can help with this program as well. Tom Yost, I mean, again, when someone shows up for these classes and maybe they have some disabilities, they can still be on the course and learn how to compensate maybe for some of these things that they need a little bit of extra help to do.
Right. And I mean, this is what's sort of specialized about it, is because we have to be trained to deal with, as Tina noted, every possible scenario. This first group, we don't really have any of those scenarios, but as we grow this program, I'm sure the more vets that we are in contact with, the more things that we're going to see. And it's not going to be perfect, obviously, but it's going to be really good. We're going to make it really good for every scenario possible, every vet possible, just because of that training. And we'll continue to get trained. I mean, that's sort of continuous education, so we can be up to date with all the current and necessary information that we need to give them the best possible experience.
Sure. And maybe some adaptive equipment or things like that you can offer them as well as you get more folks signing up with different abilities, I suppose.
Correct.
Which is a great thing to do. Go ahead.
And like I said, all of it is paid for. I mean, clubs, balls, everything's available to us. So that's a huge resource in offering this program, whether we have 8 or we have 15 or we have 100. So it's good.
Right. And you mentioned doing these classes during the fall and spring and summer, of course. And so we're in the fall now. So next class would be in the spring. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, it's going to be in the spring.
Gotcha.
So we'll have plenty of time to further get the word out. We appreciate KSJE and helping us spread the word of this program, and hopefully through word of mouth. I mean, one of the cool parts of the program, it's free to vets, but they have one responsibility that we'll ask of them when they finish the class, and that's to recruit other vets for the next class. So that's how it's going to continuously, hopefully, grow.
Sure.
So
I would think so. Tina Pacheco, is probably a pretty easy sell for these vets who are in the program to recruit more for future programs.
Absolutely. And now that we are starting to kind of know how it's going to look and feel, it's going to be even easier to sell and kind of strategically grow what these guys want to do. Do they want to have league? Do they want tournaments? There's lots of possibilities. Pairing them with our kids, I'd love to see some of that partnership there as well. So
right,
we're excited.
Nice. Very, very good. And so again, you expect to have a larger class in the spring with more vets that are coming in, learning about this program and being able to maybe, if they need adaptive equipment or what have you, you'll be ready for whatever shows up, whatever comes to sign up. For folks who are watching and listening to us this morning who would like more information about the PGA Hope program, what's the best way to do that? Tina Pacheco, is it website?
Yes, go to our website, firsttee4corners.org. There is a tab, PGA Hope, that gives you all the information. But please reach out to us, and we would love to come and speak to your group or start establishing some processes that we can get referrals for people. We were working with, the VA and other veteran associations here in town, but the more we can get the word out, the better.
Very good. And before I let both of you go this morning, I did want to put a plug in for First Tee 4 Corners, because that is an ongoing program that has been really helpful, I think, for a lot of youth, a lot of kids that have been a part of that. And talk to us a little bit about the elements of the First Tee program, if you wouldn't mind as well.
So, the First Tee is based on 9 core values, things like responsibility, courtesy, integrity, honesty, and the curriculum is written to teach those kids those elements, but it's paired with the game of golf. So they kind of don't even know that they're learning those things. But it's unique in the fact that we teach kids to take those skills and values and apply them to real life. Things like goal setting and appreciating diversity, communication skills, leadership skills, all part of the elements that we teach. And we really have seen some great success with, our kids in our core programs, but as well as our outreach programs. We have a really successful partnership with Special Olympics. We've got kids with special needs, kids on the spectrum, nonverbal kids that are really able to excel when they're on the golf course. Our girls' golf programs, building self-esteem, in girls is huge, and having an opportunity to teach them to take that, to the classroom and with their peers is good. And, one of our biggest events coming up is the Leadership in Action event, where we take our kids and we pair them with community leaders. So Mike Stark with the county and Mayor Duckett and the fire chief, and these guys come out and really kind of celebrate these kids and how they've excelled in leadership, and the kids get a touch to kind of meet those community leaders that hopefully they're going to grow up to be someday. So that's really a great element.
Indeed, such a great track record of the First Tee program, and so many kids, I think, and I know in the area that's been touched and helped by the First Tee program here in the Four Corners. Tom Yost, golf is your life. You live it, breathe it, eat it. And so this is really an important thing for you too, right? To see the First Tee program growing and adding this other program to the mix. I mean, it really makes a big difference in the lives of a lot of people here.
Yeah, no, I mean, our goal is, community first, and golf touches all age spectrums, all people. So, us sort of reaching out and over our current, niche market of junior golf and now offering it to veterans and adults and stuff like that. I mean, the joke is always that life skills and character values, everybody needs them, right? At all points of their life. So it's something, our curriculum can span generations and hopefully gets passed on. So it's really good. It's really good. No, we're really excited about everything that's going on, and Tina's done a fantastic job as our executive director, finding programs, building programs, meeting the needs of those underserved and underprivileged market segments. So it's good for the whole community.
No kidding. Very true.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. And coming out of being locked down and shut down and the pandemic and things along that line, I imagine there's still a lot of opportunities for kids to get out on the golf course and learn some of these skills that we're talking about.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's so important. The mental health aspect is probably the one thing that isn't discussed post-pandemic and COVID. A lot of our kids, a lot of our community members, didn't have that social aspect for a year and a half. So that's a huge portion to get those kids back on track in that area. So, yeah.
Great to see.
One of our main focuses.
Very good. Well, I really appreciate the two of you coming in this week to talk with me about this program and this new initiative and new offering, PGA Hope, for veterans here in the Four Corners area. It really isn't limited to just San Juan County. I want to make that clear, right? Folks can come in from all over and sign up for this program.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Can I?
Yeah. Oh, we have a shout out.
Off topic. Yeah. Shout out to my daughter Annie, who is celebrating her sweet 16 today. So happy birthday, Annie.
Nice. There you go. A birthday shout out on the show. Glad you've remembered to do that. So
yeah.
Thank you very much. But thank you both of you for coming in. Again, it's the PGA Hope program, part of First Tee Four Corners. It is a national program that is now available here in the Four Corners area. They are my guests this morning here on our Solutions from the Street program here on KSJE. And we remind you that next week we'll be back. Megan should be here with our That's Interesting program. That is when you get to call in and just talk to us and tell us what's interesting in your world. So you guys could call back in next week if you want and chime in about what's interesting. Tell us how the Sweet 16 party went or something.
Absolutely.
Tom Yost.
Absolutely.
But there you go. We'll open up the phone lines next Friday from 8 to 9. That's interesting here on KSJE. But until then, everyone, have a great week and a great Friday. I'll see you Monday morning, of course, here at 8 o'clock on KSJE. KSJE and San Juan College present the Student Success Coaching Tip of the Week.
Hello, this is Emin Chi from the Student Achievement Center. This week, we're bringing you coaching tips of the week for week 7. Taking good notes. Studying starts in the classroom. Pay attention and take good notes. So when you're studying later, you're just reviewing information. Speak with your professor about recording lectures on your phone. A recording can complement your notes so you can go back and re-listen to the information in case there are other details you pick up on later to note. Effective note-taking strategies can have a direct impact on your study habits and is one of the most important study tips for college.
The Student Success Coaching Tip of the Week, presented by KSJE and the Student Achievement Center at San Juan College. KSJE is supported by the Aztec Artist Studio Tour, Saturday, October 8th from 10 to 5 and Sunday, October 9th from 11 to 4. 20 artists will be featured at 6 studios located throughout the city of Aztec. Paintings, sculpture, pottery, jewelry, drawings, and fabric are all featured, plus all sizes and price points. Find out more online at Aztec Artist Studio Tour on Facebook or follow the signs Saturday and Sunday, October 8th and 9th. KSJE is supported by the Farmington Museum. What if you could jump into the world of wild kratts and swing through the trees like a monkey, or hunt like a dragonfish? Now you can. Wild Kratts, Creature Power, and Ocean Adventure Museum Exhibit, opening September 24th through January 7th at the Farmington Museum. Tickets at farmingtonmuseum.org.
On this week's On the Media, New York Times